clothes off.
Oh, come on. Why Bill clothes off?
I'll tell you why. So I was dating this girl for a long time, and she wanted to get married. And I was in culinary school, and I was like, I can't even talk about this until after I graduate. And but I know she really wanted to get married, and I would tease her about it, which I now know was a shitty thing to do, but I thought it was funny at the time. So like
about her life dreams.
I guess it's because I have low self esteem. I was like, the idea of marrying me doesn't sound like a prize. You know?
She really wants to cuff me?
Yeah,
why?
yeah. Why? What's wrong with you?
It's the cooking skills.
So one time I came home from work, I had had a few shift drinks, and then came home and she had left her Facebook open, and I changed her status and my status. I just changed her status to engaged, and then I passed out. And then I, got woke up to her. She got her whole family started hitting her up and was like, "How come you didn't tell us? Oh my God, blah blah."
Where's the ring?
And, yeah, oh yeah. And then she was a high school teacher too, so she went into school on Monday, and everybody was like, "Congratulations!" And so I was like, "Oh, I obviously don't understand how to use social media." So I stopped for a while, but then I would start these like burner accounts just to see what was going on. And I think it was right when they were transitioning out of you could still use fake names, but you couldn't anything that sounded like too fake. So I tried.
So what was your burner name?
I tried to be Oliver Clothes Off, and Facebook was like,
no.
And then I was like, how about Bill Clothes Off? And then he was like, yeah, that sounds like a real name. So that was my little.
Now, was she one of those ladies that got like, she would overreact when a lot of people thought she was getting engaged?
No, she was fine. I was the asshole in that story. If I didn't make that clear.
Was she mad?
I kind of had got that.
Yeah. She was mad. Her family was
those ladies.
Her family was mad. My family was mad. Everyone was mad.
Play with her feelings.
Yeah, you can't do that. You can't do that.
I was Juicy Stays Fresh. That was it.
You were Juicy?
Yes. Right when we had those cool Facebook names and we didn't have to. Yeah,
Juicy Stays Fresh.
Juicy Stays Fresh.
Ooh, I like that.
I dress well, and I've been fluffy for quite a while now. So I chose Juicy Stays Fresh, but that was my ghetto Facebook name back in the day before we had to use our governmentals.
Mine was Juicy Wouldn't Mind Borrowing Deodorant.
Did you?
Sweaty.
That's where that boo button comes in handy, BJ.
Boo.
That was more of a shame.
Yeah.
Pathetic.
Did you have a MySpace back in the day?
I did have a MySpace.
I kind of miss MySpace.
I was actually spying on my kids when MySpace came out.
Oh, come on.
Yeah?
Yeah. Cock blocker supreme.
Oh.
You were?
Yeah.
That was actually my other name.
Yeah. So, I stalk Facebook pages, MySpace pages. I go way back.
Were they trying to like hook up and stuff on the?
I mean, no one was getting laid at my house but me. So, I was on the pages trying to see what was going on. What's the comments? Remember the top 5?
Oh yeah, make you rank all your friends.
Yeah, or you move somebody from the top 5. You ain't shit out here now.
Yeah.
It's over.
Yeah,
because that's how you would fight back in the day. If someone pissed you off at school, you'd go right home, log on, wait for a second, and then you would change that person to top 6.
And your profile song.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Profile song said a lot.
Just one of those days.
Everything was, the early internet was very passive aggressive. Everything was just very passive aggressive. Do you remember LiveJournal?
I don't. And so, like, my kids were the age when that came along. I'm 48, so that wasn't a thing that I did, but I became social media savvy to further cock block and spy on my kids. Yeah. That's hilarious. If I can't log into Facebook, I can't see what grown men are on your status. You know how you get the little likes, how you can go by and see who's viewing your profile page. Yeah, set your shit to under 18, male.
Oh man, I can't even imagine trying to like police a kid's experience on especially. Yeah. Oh my God.
Yeah, we have the chat line, but that's another story for another day.
The chat line?
Oh, yeah. You wasn't on the chat line?
No.
Oh, you young. You fresh meat. So before there was Facebook, we had Black Planet and we had the chat line. You could be anybody you wanted to be on the chat line. They'd log on you and, yeah, I'm big body Aisha. I'm 5'6" and 140 pounds. And yeah, I'm a dick goblin. And yeah, you should call me. Your message could just be whatever.
Oh.
Now, like Chris Tucker had the thing where he put up on the girl that said she looked like Janet Jackson.
Yeah.
And she looked like Freddie Jackson.
Yeah.
There was a lot of that on the chat line. That's what we had back in the day. Yeah.
Little bait and switch.
Yeah.
Now, you said you told me we were on a show together 2 nights ago.
That's
and
facts.
you said that you had a lot of stuff that's been happening. You wanna speak on it. You were like, I want to bring it to the show. I'm ready for it.
I mean,
what's been going on with you?
So life's gotten better since the past year. I've been doing more road gigs, more traveling. Our most recent road gig, I've been traveling really all my 13 years. So shout out to Nate Robinson. He was one of the first. But yeah, I've pretty much been a road comedian doing shows out of town the whole time. So this past month, I went to Atlanta. I went twice, 2 weekends in a row, but one weekend I went with comedians and we met up and did some shows. I'm not going to name the comedians I had with me. I had a male and a female. There were 3 of us.
All right.
We were pulled over twice between Indiana and Atlanta.
Can we play Guess That Race?
Well, okay, so like the first time we were still in Indiana. And you know how your song comes on, that song that's your jam.
Yeah.
And you like, yeah, so I'm still in Indiana and like I do my part. I don't like the mountains, so I travel with other people that will be willing to drive through the mountains.
Sure.
I'll do the good part. I do the flat part. Like,
yeah.
I'm good from usually Indiana to Elizabethtown.
Okay.
Yeah, so that's about
how I like to drive too.
2.5. I got that. And I'll drive once we get into Georgia. It flattens out once we get into Georgia. Mm-hmm. Yeah, so Tennessee and lower Kentucky, not fucking
those
with
steep downgrades.
Yeah. Going downgrades in a loop, in a circle.
Yeah.
When it tells you a 45-degree angle to decrease your speed to 5 miles, like that's not my shit. So I was speeding, trying to get past my let's get to Elizabethtown. I was getting it in, and I'm like, yeah, and I was listening to my good songs, and I'm fuck boy free. You ain't gotta worry about me. And so the police pulled down on me, and I was doing like 75 and a 60.
Okay.
And really we do 80.
Yeah.
So to me, 80 is like the progression, the regular speed going to Atlanta. Like we do 80. That's our speed. Yeah, so I was over. And we only got a warning.
Okay.
So the second
time.
That's nice.
Never been pulled over the whole time I've been doing trips.
Really?
No, my sister's been in Atlanta for 20 years. I've gone with my mom, my dad, my kids, my mom, and my dad. We don't see police. Comedians all the time, no problem. We're in Atlanta.
Can I ask what kind of car it was?
It was a small car. I can't remember. We normally will get it like a Challenger or a small SUV. This was smaller than that. We were gone for a few days, so we needed a smaller rate.
Okay.
We couldn't do the baller rate, because we weren't coming back for like 4 or 5 days.
Yeah.
Okay. So we get to lower Tennessee, and someone else is driving, and they were speeding. They were doing 51 and a 45. And we get pulled over. Well, the difference between the first time and the last time was we had smoked this time. Oh. And we didn't have any blunt powder.
And you're in Tennessee. Where weed is really legal.
Lower, well, like we rolled past several dispensary signs. Let's say that.
Sure.
Yeah.
So we're thinking it's cool. Because like here in Indiana, if you're listening to this podcast, we're in Indianapolis, Indiana. You could have up to 14 grams and that's a ticket. Don't ask me how I know that, but I know that. Okay? So 14 grams, that's a ticket.
Yeah.
Tennessee is a no-tolerance state. Not only do we leave for tickets for weed, we also had tickets for open swisher packs. That was also another ticket.
Wait, no, that's not a thing.
Contraband.
It is.
Wait.
It is.
Have you ever heard of this?
I had never heard of that.
Swishers?
Open swishers or contraband.
Like if they're sliced open?
No, they weren't sliced. The package was open at the top.
I mean, you're allowed to buy swishers.
Because
right?
we had smoked one out of there. So there was one left and it was not broke down. But the fact that it was open. But what else would you be doing this? Are you smoking this swisher hoe?
Hey, you know what? That's none of your business. And that
was a ticket.
That's a black tax.
We were also pulled on over to the side of the road for over an hour. We were patted down. Our luggage was gone through. They touched all of my panties, all that stuff that was in my bag.
In your bag.
Now, we did have a substantial amount of weed. Everyone had their separate little weekend smoke sack. We were going for the weekend. We weren't just coming right back. So we had a little bit, you know. You got yours, I got mine, she got hers, you know what I mean? So yeah, we got out and we were already told on before we got out. They got one driver out, one person out, and they were like, so we smell it and you can tell us about it or we can find it and you can go to jail. And they went Johnny Brasco on us. And so when I get out,
for the younger, can you describe who Johnny Brasco is?
Johnny Brasco is he told on the mobsters and stuff. So yeah, he went undercover. But yeah, Johnny Brasco had revealed that we had a sack. So when they get me out, they're like, "Do you have anything?" Well, no. It's in my bra, but if you like to call someone before you pat me down, I might be, prone to eat this. You know what I'm saying? It's not that much. So, yeah, I don't have any. And Johnny Brasco's like, I already told him you got it.
Oh, come on!
Okay, well, it gets better.
Okay, now we need names after this podcast.
We're gonna keep the names.
It's Donnie Brasco.
Donnie Brasco was who was with it, yeah. And I was there.
And I also want to play guest star race with this.
Well, we get home with these tickets, and we're told that we can't just pay these tickets. We have to go back to this lower Tennessee city.
I'd rather never visit Tennessee ever.
So if you're traveling, let's say this. Stay on 65. If Google says that we have a better route for you, say fuck that, Google. Don't do it. We went through the little sundown town. So we weren't on 65 when this happened. So I call about these tickets that we can't pay, that we have to appear for. We're going to need some PTO to drive 5-6 hours for a ticket.
Amen.
We can't seem to find this ticket.
I'm getting anxiety about this.
Well, here's my name and my date of birth. We can't find this ticket. Here's the number from the ticket. We can't find this ticket. I got this ticket with 3 other people. We can't find this ticket.